What's up, campers? We are going to do another one-nighter. It's a Thursday night. We're going to go super close to home this time. We're going to Dixon Lake in Escondido, California. And we're just going to hang out and we're going to make some Filipino food. My dad actually stopped by my work and dropped off some Longanisa, some San Miguel, some Pandesal. So I'm not going to do rice because I feel like rice would require a lot of rinsing with water out there and a lot of gas to cook. I do have my propane back there because I just got a new piece of camp gear. I got the Ignic portable propane fire system. I'm prepping for camping season. Last season, we had some pretty gnarly fire bans in Southern California, but usually they do allow propane fires. Basically, the rule is your fire setup has to have an on-off valve. So it does have one with the Ignic fire can. But sometimes you're not even allowed to use those or even cook on stoves. It gets so bad in SoCal here. But anyways, let's go. I'm going to stop by Rodeos because my dad says he loves his Longanisa with pico de gallo. So let's try it. Let's stop by Rodeos and head to the campsite. Right, so just got back from Rodeos, and I don't know what happened. They didn't have pico de gallo, and they didn't have the chips I usually get. So I got it's like a fire roasted salsa and some, I don't even know if they're Tostitos, some Rego chips and some Modelo's. But that's cool. Should work either way. Should taste pretty good. We'll find out. And there's an accident on the road over there, so everything's backed up. I hope everything's okay because I'm seeing a lot of ambulances go over there. And it's the only way to get there, but so let's just cruise on over. Right, so honestly, instead of waiting that traffic, I came to Fraser Farms and got some El Napolito Pico de Gallo because I want to try it as my dad recommends. And instead of waiting that traffic, I just realized I'm super hungry. It's like 1 o'clock. I was hoping to wait off till lunch for the Longanisa and making that, but that's going to be a while because I still got to drive out there, check in, and then make it. So I'm going to stop probably at BK. I haven't been to Burger King in forever. It's either that or Cane's that it's drive-through right now, and I don't know. Hot take. I'm not a fan of Cane's actually, unless you mix the cane sauce with the Louisiana hot sauce. If you mix that together, then I like Cane's. But I don't know, just in general. So I think I'm gonna try some BK on the way to the campground. See, it doesn't have to be all fancy. So let's hit that, and then I promise we will be on our way to the campground. Oh my gosh, that BK smell. That whatever the grill flavor they put on the I could smell it.
What can I get started for you today?
Yes, can I just have a number 2, please?
What type would you like the meal?
Small.
And what would you like to drink?
Dr. Pepper, please. Thank you.
Seven lights on the ceiling. I think it's the at least I'm healing. You know I haven't been slept since you last, but for me that's progress. For me that's progress.
So before you go to the campsite, you gotta come up and check in. You can fish here, all kinds of stuff. Here's a little check-in thing. Cool, so we got the passes. They let me check in like 15 minutes early, which is cool because I've been to places where they're like super strict. I think this is $30 a night online. And what's cool is it comes with 2 cars. Usually you have to pay additional for a second car. And they give you your passes up front, which is cool. So let's head up to the campsite. All right, we're at the site. Car's down there, walking up to put the ticket on the post. There we go. So if you come to Dixon Lake, this is my favorite spot for a couple reasons. One being, check this out. Check this view out. I back down this little driveway path. There is a campsite right above you up here, but once you get down here, you have no neighbors on your level. And look at this excellent view of the lake. Boom. And I like to back in because I put my awning out this way, and then I'll set up my tent over here. I guess traditionally this is a pretty big site. Look at all this room you have. They have fire pits, but here you are not allowed to have wood fires. Charcoal is allowed and gas is also allowed, but you cannot have wood fires because on the drive up, as you saw, there are a lot of houses literally like right on the other side down here. So this place is cool because it feels like it's really far, kind of like Palomar Mountain to me, but it's actually really close to civilization. Like you can be at a gas station in less than 10 minutes from right here. So yeah, I usually just hang out there on this side, and then I put my tent over here. So I'm gonna set up. Here's my dilemma. I really enjoyed the last trip. I actually slept inside the Outback, and that was really cool. When I'm solo, I think I'm gonna start sleeping inside the Outback because it was really comfortable. I guess it was warm, but here's my problem. I know that here and other places where there's wildlife, there are a lot of raccoons. Last time we were here, I put the trash on top of my car in a bag because I figured, I don't know what I was thinking, but a raccoon was on top of my car digging through our trash in the middle of the night. And I had to get up and shoo him away. But all my camp gear and those studio crates that I have, they aren't airtight. There's actually like holes. They're basically like milk crates. So if I sleep in the car, I have to leave all that stuff outside. And while I try to keep that relatively clean, I'm pretty sure it's still scented, especially like the cookware. They're attracted to stuff. Like there's wipes in there. And instead of, I don't really want to put everything separate. So I'm thinking about switching up my containers from studio crates to something like those Wolfpack boxes by Frontrunner. But I really like the studio crate sizes because everything's dialed in right now as far as my camp setup. So that's what I'm thinking. The Wolfpack, Frontrunner Wolfpack, I think they're called Wolfpack boxes. They're not that expensive, so I might get one and see how it goes. But then I'm back to like less organization, more of just like shit thrown in random tubs. So I don't know. If anybody else has another solution, let me know. But yeah, so when I sleep inside, all my gear has to be outside of the car, and I don't want raccoons digging through it. So yeah, I'm gonna set up camp. So if you're wondering how that Burger King was for lunch, first of all, that freaking double whatever Western, it was bacon and like jalapenos or something on it. It was pretty good, but it was huge, so I didn't even finish it. So I have part of it in there because I wanted to save room for making longanisa and stuff. But I mean, Burger King's Burger King, you know. It tasted like it always has. They put the extra, like I said, the smoky flavoring on it. I'm like, could you add extra smoky grill flavor? Add some more of that. But yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna set up, hang out. I'm gonna have this be like a cooking area. I might reposition the car a little bit. I don't know. I like it like this. I usually just chill right here. All right, so we got things kind of set up. I've kind of been farting around too. I got the tent set up, but as you can see, I still have all my inside stuff sitting there. So here's what the plan is today. So my dad, like I said, dropped me off some longanisa right here. This is like Filipino pork sausage, one of my favorites as a kid. He got me some Pandesal as well. And he said his hack is he puts pico de gallo on it. So as you know, I went and got that. So usually when I cook longanisa, I do it like how my dad taught me. I put it in like a pan, and then I cut the longanisa from its lengths, put it in there, and then I will put water till it's about halfway covering it, and basically cook that on like a medium high until all that water boils off, and then it cooks kind of in its own fat, and then it has that like sugary glaze that is just so good. That's really good if you want to put that on rice. Oh, that's the best. But I don't have rice, and I don't want to dirty up a pan that much because we're camping, and that's going to take a long time to basically cook off all that. I do have my big propane tank because I'm using the fire can tonight. We'll get into more of that later. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the longanisa, probably just like 4 or 5 pieces. I'm going to boil it in a pot until it gets like almost done. and then I'm going to pan fry them. So I won't have that glaze on it that I really like, but I think it's still going to be good. I'm going to throw it in a pandesal, and then I'm going to I have this, what do you call these things? Pie irons that my mom got me a couple years ago. Put the longanisa in the pandesal, put it in here, and then put it over the ignic fire thing later, and then put some salsa on it, pico de gallo, and try that. So let's get cooking. I almost forgot, my dad also got me some San Miguel, which is Filipino beer. So we're gonna get this open and have ourselves a little cookout. Cheers, everyone. Got my tongs, cookies, got the handle for it. I'm gonna come around here. What I really love about this Dirt Calm tire swing is that having this water here that's just like readily available whenever I need it. Super convenient. The pour doesn't come out super fast, but it comes out fast enough. So just a little bit of water, just enough to boil it and cover it. Put that on here. I think I got the lighter in my pocket. Got our gas hooked up. Boom. Cover it so it will cook a little faster. Get my knife. There we go. And let's cook up. Let's cut into these bad boys. This is the first time I've done these camping. This is pork, so I'm going to wash the knife and everything afterwards. And these are usually connected. I'll wash my hands after this. Okay, so there's 3. Good to go. I'm probably honestly only going to cook like 4 of them. Maybe 5, but we'll get those ready. All right, so I got a couple in there. Water's boiling. I'm going to take some more of these bad boys. Put them in there. There we go. Cover this up. Set a timer for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep an eye on them once the oil starts coming out, and then fry them up. This is gonna be super good. Also, I have my lav on here because I feel like when it's on the shirt, it rubs against my neck, so it looks weird, but I hope you're getting good sound. While that's going, I'm gonna throw a little koozie on my San Miguel here. If this fits, I don't know if this rumble thing will fit. Oh, it does. Cool. Perfect. So this is the first time I'm doing this camping, so let's see if this works. Oh, they're boiling pretty good in there. I feel like I should boil them a little more, honestly. If you get MSR stuff, this is the little thing, so you can, the little pot holder. But if this is hot, this is for kind of going like this. Ah, it smells really good already. So, yeah, this is a really mellow campsite. One of the things I like about working this like weird schedule is like I can get campsites on a Thursday, and there's usually not a lot of people here. I think I might have neighbors right above me, but they might have just been chilling there. I don't know. Super beautiful, extremely peaceful out here. I think with the rest of these longanisas, always bring reusable bags or Ziploc bags because they come in so handy. I'm gonna put these in here, seal it up, and throw it back in the cooler to make at home later. Porky hands. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands now real quick. Let's come over to the easy sink. I'm just gonna bring the whole tripod. Another reason why I really love this easy sink is it's nice to have clean hands at a campsite, especially if you're gonna be cooking with pork or anything like that. But honestly, especially if you're camping like multiple days, clean hands go a long way. I have my towel hanging over here. Little microfiber towel. Came in a 4-pack. Yeah. Let's head on over back to the Longanisa. I feel like a drone is following me. straighten everything out. Okay, cool. Let's check on it a little bit. Yeah, so you can see the oil is coming out of them. Just want to make sure I cook this all the way through because it is pork. Chefs out there, you're probably all like, oh no. I'm kind of like that too, so I don't blame you. Just want to make sure it gets fully cooked. I actually do have a meat thermometer to check the inside. And I guess I could look up how pork is supposed to be. You know what, I think I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so let's look this up. Hey Siri, what's the safe temperature?
There's nothing to stop here.
What
Check if the device is on your home Wi-Fi network.
What? How pork? What's...
Here's some information.
Oh my god, I hate using Siri. All right. Pork temperature. 145 degrees. Cook pork roasts or pork chops to 145 degrees as measured with a food thermometer before removing meat from the heat source. So I have it. Let's do this. I actually have this meat thermometer for my coffee setup, but it's coming in handy right now. So we got this guy right here. Y'all learning with me. All right, it's on. 70.9 outside here. Or I don't even know what that does. Okay, so let's try this. So I'm gonna take this off. 145 it said. Take one of these out. Poke it in. 150, 156, 160. So I think that's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off real quick. I'm gonna dispose of this cooked stuff in a bucket, so throw away later, because if I just doss it here, I'm not gonna do that because animals will come and you never wanna do that. So let me just get this stuff straightened out. And then once I remove the water, we'll just have the longanisa in there. I'm gonna probably throw a little bit of butter in there. I don't know, and then do it like that. All right, so this is safe in the inside. I left a little bit of water in there. So I'm gonna put those back on and just let these like brown up on the outside. I'm hoping since I left a little bit of that water, it will have a little bit of that glaze. I'm just gonna have to go through and wash the pot later, such as camping. On one-nighters, I usually honestly just put the dirty dishes in a bag and then wash them when I get home. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now that my hands are clean, I'm gonna seal this up, throw them back in the cooler. So as far as coolers go, I get a lot of questions about cooler. If you've been following me, for this one-nighter, I just use this freaking Walmart brand cooler, and it works perfectly fine, honestly. Spencer, that owns Rugged Roads coolers, just reached out to me. And because I love Rugged Roads Oneidas 45, it's like my favorite cooler ever. Somebody sent the owner a video of mine where I was reviewing coolers, and he reached out to me personally on Instagram, and he was just like, you know, thank you so much. Solid company. He's like, thank you so much. I'm going to send you a cooler because, I don't know, he just takes care of their customers. So that's actually in the mail. It's their V2 cooler. There's a gasket on it. I think the Oneidas 45, I think it's 45, maybe it's 65, was almost perfect. And then when they came out with the V2, like it has a drain. The other one doesn't have a drain. On the V2, the lid stays on the cooler. The other one you have to take off, but both have cutting boards on the top. Just a solid cooler. I'm probably going to do a bunch of reviews for them once I get that cooler. He just shipped it out this week. Yeah, check out Rugged Roads if you're looking for a solid cooler. I had a Yeti. I'm not too much of a Yeti person. For the price, I returned it. It feels really small inside the Yeti. I don't know. Not knocking on them, but it just wasn't for me. But this Rugged Roads was legit. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good coming in here. So yeah, I'm gonna get these cooking, and then we'll cut them up, and we'll continue with this Longanisa camping food journey. All right, so it's sizzling in there. I'm gonna get a Pandesal ready. Let's do 2 of them. Why not? So get this bad boy open. I'm gonna wash the knife real quick. We're good to go. I'm gonna cut some of these Pandesals. Oh, these are ready to go. It smells like when my aunties used to babysit me in the house. Look at these. I'm gonna turn these off because these are freaking roaring. Look at these. Oh, that smell is just so good. All right, so I got bread here. While those are cooling a little bit, this pie iron is a little dirty. So actually, it's not that bad on the inside. It's good to go, I think. It's not like we're in a 5-star kitchen that's getting food graded. So that's good enough for me, honestly. Come over here, get a wee bit of butter and put it in here, and we'll be good to go. So I just cut myself on this plastic from this dip that I had. So I'm gonna wash my hands, bust out the first aid kit, and you can see it. Oh, sorry. See right there. I'm gonna do this real quick. This is real. This is how it goes. You guys can come along. So it's bleeding a little bit. I'm gonna wash my hands again. That thing was really sharp, actually. Also, why it's good. It burns. To have sanitation at the campsite. Oh, I got to really work on this camera. Bear with me. Sorry, everyone. Dry my hands with a clean napkin. That was so sharp. Like, I felt like there was a knife in there. I was like, shit, is my knife in here? But always good. Pants are falling. To have your first aid kit on hand. Band-aids right here, ready to go. Wow, that actually really hurt. It was like a paper cut. Like, it sent a jolt through my body. All right, boom. Pick up our trash. We'll take care of this later. Is there a lawsuit coming on, Fraser Farms? Just kidding. Anyways. All right, so yeah, that was kind of a little bummer, but now I'm going to go back to the cooler and fish out some butter. So we got a wee bit of Kerrygold. Now I'm all paranoid to use this knife. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to cut some Kerrygold, plop it in the, now I'm all paranoid. Okay, do this proper. Plop it in the pie iron. All right, so I got the pie irons ready over there with butter on them. I'm going to take some Longanisa on this little cutting board surface. Oh, yeah, baby. Whew, they're hot still. It's going to butterfly them open, not all the way through. Perfect. All right, so I got one. I'm going to put the second one in here. Now let's go over to the table. All right, I'm going to put both of these in here. Oh my God, dude. All right. Boom. So now I'm going to light the ignite. There's actually a hole down here that you can light on. Turn it on. Put it kind of low. There it goes. Boom. And we're going to put this bad boy over the fire. Honestly, I thought this was going to be the move, but I'm half worried about butter leaking in here. So, oh, actually, that's legit. That's going to stay. I don't think the butter's going to leak over because it's like sitting upright completely. So yeah, now we wait. Sorry for the shoddy camera work, everyone. I'm still trying to figure out YouTubing, and I'm also doing TikTok with this between takes. So this is kind of behind the scenes with the YouTube vlog style stuff. That seems like it's going to be legit. I don't know about you, I feel like it's going to be legit. So I'm going to clean up a little bit and then flip that, and then we'll get some good money shots in here. All right, I'm going to flip it, I guess. Okay, that burning on there on the side and the outside. Oh, like, please don't fall. Look how good this looks in there. Freaking steamy. Perfectly crispy right there. So I'm gonna do the other side for about the same amount of time. But I gotta send a picture to my dad. This thing is actually super heavy. All right, let's go on the ground. Check these out. Oh, steamy. See me. Right, here we go. So my dad actually said to put some pico de gallo on these. So I'm going to put a scoop of pico in here. I wish this had more onions in it. And each one, little Pandesal Longanisa sliders with pico de gallo. Courtesy of my dad. Thanks, Dad. Oh, damn. Oh. Goddamn. Of course, gotta do it a little San Miguel. Damn, this is good. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here for my first cooking type of vlog. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill by the fire. I'll probably do a review of the fire pit soon. I want to get some use out of it. I'm gonna go live on TikTok. I do TikTok lives, basically just like camp happy hours. If you're here from TikTok, I'm sure you know that. But if you're on YouTube, if you want to go on TikTok, come hang out with Camping Live. Questions, we just chill. So yeah, it's almost 5. Usually go live at 5. So let me see. What time is it? Yeah, 4:45. So I'm gonna finish these, clean up a little bit, and then we'll be live. So yeah.